So what I'm going to do here is show how to put in an EndNote reference. So I've got my paragraph here, and I'm looking at an unsubstantiated sentence. So when I said there are plenty of books that do this too, but I don't have any reference about it, right? So what we need to do is look at, so one book that comes to mind is Thomas Friedman's Hot, Flat, and Crowded. So what I'm going to do is go into EndNote, and you can see that I've loaded the EndNote widget or app or tab or whatever you want to call it within Microsoft Word. So I'm just going to go to EndNote, and if you download that into your own version of Microsoft Word, it'll take you to EndNote Web. And EndNote Web will have all the same information. But these files, for me, are stored on my computer. And you can see I've got, I don't know, a few hundred there. These are just the, the references that I've used in various manuscripts. So first thing to do, I'm just going to take a look and see if I've got an, I know that the title of the book is Hot, Flat, and Crowded. And I've probably put too much text in there, so I'll look again. And there it is. That's Thomas Friedman. I can search the same way with this little icon right here. That would be through the web, and I would do that through Library of Congress more than likely. But this is my own library. I found it, and now there it is. It's as simple as just clicking on it. It's highlighted. And now if I go back into my text, I'm just going to put my cursor here, and I'm going to use Alt-2. So Alt-2 is just the speed key, the hotkey, and there it is. It just showed up. I didn't type anything because I already had it in there. So it's going to save me every time I want to cite Friedman. I don't have to go through all of the deals. So if I go into split view mode, I can still see that Friedman is here, and now down in my references, it's right here. It looks like I've got another version of it that's not complete, so I'll go in and delete that. Another nice thing to do in the references is to go to paragraph, and I think it's much better to have a hanging indent there, and like a 0.3 hanging indent, and so now it looks much nicer. So it's instead of an indent, it's a hanging indent. Now you can see, okay, that's the author, there's the year, there's the title, and then the publisher. So that's EndNote. Now, if you don't have EndNote, what you want to do is just go in and type that in, Friedman 2008, and then just put your references in alphabetical order. Pretty simple. And I find a lot of students, for some reason, will just stick a whole bunch of references at the end, and they might have citations in the paper, but it has to be a one-to-one match. I mean, you can't have citations that don't have references, and you can't have references at the end that aren't cited properly. So, okay. So that's EndNote, or if you want, just type them in alphabetically, and that way when you get a new one, you don't have to go and renumber them. So there's that.